few days later on Sunday. Looking at two teams with great expectations here to begin 2023.
It's always fun to get a new season started, isn't it, partner? Because
let's go. Alright, warn you guys, I am not the best Madden player. I will continue, bro.
Here we go.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
What is this?
Second and 10. They run again with Harris.
Oh.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 runs in a row, and only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
All right, this is risky. Here we go.
Here's Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Come on, bro.
4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The fact that there's no clock here, so yeah, the clock is going, but why isn't it this way?
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand that the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0? Like Jim Otto used to wear, or Kenny Burrow used to wear. Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Huh, okay. Okay.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, what a way to kick off the year here. Niners and Steelers. And I know the folks back in Northern California happy to see their quarterback Brock Purdy back out there. Charles, what do you see from him in year 2?
More of what we saw from him in year 1, partner, because this young man, he really sees the reins in that first season. And he is excited about expanding his game and pushing the ball downfield even more in year 2 as a starter with the 49ers.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Shotgun now with Purdy. That's caught by Ayuk on the slam.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping it for a minimal gain.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Now that's a good touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. Nifty move and a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Well, hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Fields throw brought in by Austin.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Now a 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. Loose inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. And with a stop play here, loose momentarily, it looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Harris running straight ahead.
And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
All right, tried this earlier and failed. Try it again.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris from 17 yards out. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Well, we know he can run the ball there. He shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used.
I like it. Okay, I do admit here, threw it late, but there was enough. There was enough for him to catch the ball. So,
His hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
there's a crowd.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
Oh,
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
he found a way in.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their
What do you
responsibilities,
think of the
filled
trend,
their
man?
gaps, held their
The
place.
Bears
No place for him to run.
Now look good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle.
trading
They
Justin
swallowed
Fields
him
away
up.
for a 6-round pick.
Now throwing on third
No,
down.
trading for a
there, but he
4th round
cannot
pick.
connect.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts.
The Steelers
One area of their game plan
back
that they've
up
executed to
Russell Wilson.
perfection.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native
The
Mitch
Jordan thing is,
Wisnowski to
oh
put
yeah,
this
back
one
him up.
away.
About week 9 he'll play, so they can keep that pick, the 6-round pick.
Now Austin. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there at the back end.
Because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That gain on third down, good for 28.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Niners will take over here just shy of the 30. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Now on first down, it's Purdy. To the sideline and incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Out of the gun, Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now Purdy. That is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. That is caught. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Purdy will look to throw again here. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Keenan Allen is a bear. Let's see what else.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Purdy looking to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, that one was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
And this one is right through. And that will knot us up at 10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game, and they make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, and it's the Ravens who have the lead as they play the second quarter. Lamar Jackson with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. 2 touchdown passes for Kirk Cousins there. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And that one all tied.
Yeah, Zach Morris.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Sorry, I do.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw pulled in by Renfro. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
After a 100-catch, 1,000-yard season 2021, Renfro's follow-up season was a major disappointment. Injuries and offensive changes kept him to just 330 yards, so hopefully the fan favorite can return to Pro Bowl form and be the chain mover he was on that ground.
2 catches in the first half, now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They'll run again with Harris. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Fields. And this is caught at the 8. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
They really had him.
Extra point now by Boswell. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Russell Wilson is really good. Steelers got him, and
the return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half? Now the ball comes loose, and he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like?
blocking.
Ball is loose.
It's a moment where all concentration. Football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the. You probably talked about his training camp. Knock the ball.
It's 3 foot. Thank you. God knows. You caught that ball. What the hell? The hell was his tackle? I don't want to tackle. It's the power of the punch. He should have broken it. The sad part is either the ball got knocked out. It wasn't.
Get away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure.
And the Steelers pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. That's to the former Alabama man, Cameron Latu. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. A quick throw there is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So here we go. It's Jake Moody now in a big spot. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone let down a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Again, it's Harris on second down. Fights loose. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this week 1 contest. Well, pressure gets to him again. Nick Bosa dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. He'll let it fly for Austin. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin, 60 yards. And the Steelers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Boswell for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And in the end, a Calvin Austin touchdown grab finished the drive off. Purdy to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Purdy. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Here's Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
4th down, 10 yards to go. To throw is Purdy. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Talk about free agency, so the trades are okay.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
So,
Harris. Score. Touchdown Steelers. Some good running here at the end of the game. The 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Ninja Comedy is just insane. I'm loving it.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead is up to 18 now. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Watching stuff like Chain Soldier on High Dive. My instant death ability is interesting. It's one of those you don't want to admit it, but you watch it. It's that Death Hero Magic Cooper, which is just completely
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Out of pocket. Bad kick. Very bad kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays. It's harder to move it.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
What are you guys
throwing here, Purdy?
Oh, he doubled the hell out of it.
The throw here, right sideline, falls incomplete.
What are you going to do?
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Missing a couple.
Back to throw, Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 32 yards. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him.
Okay.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 2nd down, this is Harris. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Nah, I don't agree behind it.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Steelers, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season.
Pretty methodical game, right? Didn't do psycho things. Didn't gunsling it, you know. Try to keep it kind of old hat in a sense. Let the running game open up the pass. I'll say straight. Come on. Alright. All 2. Even Bowie with another home game, but this time it's a rivalry game, baby. Browns improved as well, so.
It's week 2 of the National Football League, and our focus is on Amari Cooper. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Browns and the Steelers on Monday night prime time.
Ooh. Prime time.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in week 1.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they too were winners. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
You look at this Browns defense.
They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
They snap it to Fields.
Escaping the pressure right.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up? Kevin Stefanski consulted with his guys above, and they've told him throw that challenge flag.
Yep, you got it.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. Down to the 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns team.
Notice how I said, methodical game. We didn't make any mistakes. Mistake number 1 right off the bat.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 59 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Now it's Fields.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
3rd down and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So they were able to end that.
that was a custom error when you did that. Whistle. Okay. I'm sorry, had to taste the rainbow a bit.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
This is 2nd and 8. Here's Fields. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They hand this off to Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
Well, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied.
With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. Now a first down throw, Fields. And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll get it down this time to 17. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 58 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
All right. Let's not get hit. 2 minutes ago. Okay.
On first down, it's Fields. And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 16 yards and sets him up first and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have come back within a score. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what...
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On the give, this is Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And they are going for it. Fields lets this go for Renfro downfield. And it's going to be batted down. It will go. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. On first down, Fields. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. A big play there just before halftime. And even 60 yards.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's Fields now on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. To the air again, Fields. And he's got it. Touchdown. Najee Harris as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are able to come into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
You're right about that. What was a small manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Fields. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. Following the play, to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Fields on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Here's Fields. That's complete to his tight end flyer move. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Fields throwing again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
To throw is Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get him back within 1 score.
So he'll stop.
The Steeler offense here about ready for the next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Fields now to throw. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. A shotgun snap, Fields. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Fields. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Fields on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit,
but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost.
And this is caught. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
George Pickens, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up to the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Back to throw, Fields. He's got this to Pickens. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, that doesn't have quite the flair of some of Pickens' catches from his rookie year, but it still moves the chains. He quickly built up a rep for making highlight grabs, maybe the catch of the year in Week 3 versus the Browns. He also had 800 yards, and he looked like an absolute playmaker for the Steelers.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. It's brought in by Harris. Escapes the defender. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely run flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
All eyes on Fields. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. 3rd down and goal coming up here. They run again with Harris. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
I did.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? The overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, You've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
He's out this.
Here's Fields. He'll let it fly for Austin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. They wanted to avoid the dreaded fourth down or having to get a conversion or it being the final play. They picked it up, though, on third.
I love how you describe that because we've been in those situations and seen it. If you get to fourth down, especially in overtime, things get a little shakier, don't they? The hands get shaky, right? The throw, if you're going to throw the ball, being able to run it, all of that coming down to one big play. Very nice of them and nice for them to pick it up on third.
This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards. So often in overtime, Charles, games are won or lost on one big play. That might have been that big play right there.
And the ability to execute it despite the stakes, because let's face it, we've been there before. We've seen guys, maybe they hyperventilate a little bit when it's their opportunity.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. 9 yards there on a touchdown run.
Done.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Pittsburgh, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
The final play. Yeah, I missed that again. Maybe I'll take it. Trying to take it from there real quick. Let's see. Got it. Okay. This sick footer. no. Ooh. Here's my Garrett. He's like, oh, here's the Garrett coming in. Oh, you weak, homie, you weak, you weak, you weak. God, I think I hit. Whoa. Good. Pickens was a menace. You know how to play? Yourself too. Third quarter. Just the field. 53 yards. Wait. Oh. Wow. Wait, over the show before the other day I showed. It's like every quarter I got one highlight. What? To four guys take it there. 6-yard bomb. I love this right here. It's like, I love his catch because he caught the ball and he bodies the corner or the safety. Right here. Look at that. He's trying to shut attack him down. Boom, nothing. He's grasping for ass. No. 5 yards too. No, not going down. Oh, no, not going down. What you are? Wait. What you do? What you are? He looks back at the guy. Help me! Love it. He's like, help me! Let's go. Let's get some boosters, some backups. Yeah, never know when they will be called upon to do the work, to do the work. Alright, so we get to go to the new look Raiders. I'm gonna keep that like it is.
It's Madden NFL 24, and our focus is on George Pickens. He had a touchdown last week, the cherry on top of a ton of yardage. It's the Steelers and the Raiders on Sunday night primetime.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, All eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there on the first play of the game. 61 yards.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this is taking that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
That's crazy.
Now it's Fields.
Oh,
and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Steelers at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are on the board first here in Vegas. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Fields. Pass is caught. Pickens on the cover ground. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. Open man, that's the tight end fire move. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing again is Fields. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Hunter Renfrow. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You've just mentioned how they got it done.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Here's Fields. Flush to his right. Finds Pickens out right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
A give to Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line?
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Now a first down throw, Fields. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Fields now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Fields. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Back to throw. Fields. Eluding the pressure right.
caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just
blinking.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. On the draw, it's Harris. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. And they are going for it. Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Fields.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. 3rd and long. It's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll let it fly for Austin. It's caught inside the 25.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one, a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
To the air again, Fields.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster through.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A shotgun snap, Fields. That's caught. He gets it out to Austin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Back to throw, Fields. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Again, Fields. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Flush to his right. Able to get away. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack it.
He thinking the game's over is not.
Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down. No gain on the play. Second down coming up. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down, Fields. That's swung out wide to Harris. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. There he goes, right side. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So they get the interception and almost as importantly, a big return after that. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Steelers first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Fields on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now it's Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football back at their own 17. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Now a first down carry for Harris. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Harris. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's #1 defense coming in, and they really took it right to them.
Yeah, they didn't blink, did they? And instead of just saying to themselves, let's make sure that we minimize our mistakes and try and play a conservative type game, they attacked right from the beginning. Said, we got to go after these guys. I think sometimes you take the #1 rated defense by surprise when you do that.
I mean, get some more receivers, better line, and Justin Fields should be the starter for the Steelers. So, okay. We go 4-0-1. All right. So I'll end the stream with a question that I asked before. Two-parter, basically. What do you think about the trade? And who will actually start? Will it stay as the Steelers stated it? That Fields is Russell's backup? Or will Fields be the day one starter? I say take the experience, yeah, cool, but Fields was done dirty. He was done dirty. Ooh, got some And with that, we're going to close down the stream for right now. But we'll be back. You know, why don't we do the season? 3 games or not have 3 games? What the hell? Let's make up 15 more. Be back. We'll be back to do this again with you guys. Try to stream some tomorrow and when I can throughout the work week. Alright. My name is Man360. Signing off. Happy Sunday, guys. Enjoy it.